Yo, what's up guys? Alright, so for today's video, we're gonna play through another stage of the heart-pounding heroine battle. So, it's going, yeah, here it is. So clear stage 7 with Peppy Gals on your team. So, full transparency, I went into this stage, and I was like, oh yeah, let me just go clear it, and I just completely forgot about the mission. So, I can upload that attempt as like a separate, like unlisted outtakes video. I don't want to consider it like main content for my channel or anything like that. So, the team, I thought I was so big brain for the team too. Like it fits so well for like what the stage wanted and stuff like that. But like we do have to do these Peppy Gals missions for each of them, which is 4 Peppy Gals at the very least. You need 4. And you know your team is comprised of 6. Yeah, I actually have that team build set up now to include Peppy Gals. So, anyway, let's go to the information tab and see what we're looking at here in terms of the stage's gimmicks. So here it is right here, stage 7 versus Videl. Phase 1, super int type, launch unarmed super attacks to increase the gauge. Great Sandman will appear if you fail to fill the gauge every turn. Engage in battle with allies who possess unarmed super attacks. And then phase 2, I guess this is seemingly what happens whenever you fail to fill the gauge. You go move into phase 2. So super attack, super int, so it's 2 enemies here. Videl, who appears in phase 2, possesses skills that can nullify stunning and sealing, but then you can use stunning and sealing to you use them against Great Sandman. And then aim to defeat Great Sandman first by lowering his attack and defense or using stunning or evasion skills. So, at least from the way that they're wording things, it sounds like he's really strong. I'd be curious to see like what the stats are for them afterwards. My very first attempt playing through this, the first phase Videl doesn't seem all too strong. So, like she has a tiny bit of strength, but not a whole lot. But yeah, this was the previous team I used right here. I felt so big brain because all these characters on here have a bunch of unarmed super attacks and additional supers in their passive, but I just completely forgot to do the mission. But I'm gonna do that now, and this is the team I've thought up for it. So it's got 4 Peppy Gals at the very least, the first 4. So Videl, Ribrianne, Android 21, and Chi-Chi right there. And then the other 2, they don't need to be Peppy Gals. They're Defenders of Justice category, which Videl also leads. Defenders of Justice and Peppy Gals, key 4 and 180 to stats. So, just to quickly explain them. Videl, I'm going to be running both her and the friend Videl in slot 1, because they have a whole bunch of super chances like that. If you float them off, like Videl has like a 70% chance to dodge even after she attacks, but doesn't get all those additionals. So just to point it out, let's see. This is gonna be so much easier whenever the game gets that update where they have the everything broken down in bullet points. But we're just gonna scroll through and see. Yeah, right here. So 58% attack and defense launches additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super within the same turn after receiving attack. So there's that. Attack's effective against all types and launches an additional super as a first or second attack on the turn. So that's already like 2 extra additionals in the passive. So yeah, you can do her initial one. That chance, if she gets hit, which isn't super likely, considering that she has 70% dodge before she attacks. It's right here. So if she actually fails at 70%, the 30% chance for her to get hit, then she'll have another chance of doing a super. But at the very least, run her in slot 1 or 2, she's guaranteed to get 2 supers. And then I do have her built with a decent amount of additional as well, in potential wise. So, now Ribrianne right here, this physical Ribrianne, she launches an additional super attack with 3 or more rainbow keys for as obtained. I know this Ribrianne's pretty good, but I've honestly rarely had a chance to use her. But she is a rainbow orb changer, so she's going to be helping herself out there, fortunately. And I have her with full additional, so max potential in terms of all, like if we get everything lucky, like 3 super attacks from her. Seems to be the case, right? Yeah, looks like it. And then AGO Android 21 in base form, where is it at? Launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super. Launches another additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super, starting from the turn in which the character performs a third attack in battle. So, I think, yeah, full additional I gave her. Again, like, back in like 2023, I was just full additional all the way with most of these characters. But at least in this case, it's gonna help more likely than not. So, that is possible you get that great chance, that additional with a great chance to be a super. Possible to get that just turn 1, because all she wants is a third attack in battle. Hit potential could push that over. So, yeah, then she does have a transform state, which we actually might take advantage of. There's a little bit of a caveat to that though, but I'll get to that in a second. So the base form launches 2 additional attacks, each of which have a great chance to become a super. So that's probably going to be better than the base form. But I'm gonna get into the whole thing about all that later. Just in a second. It's a different character on the team, but this physical Chi-Chi, she's just not gonna have all her like conditions in her passive met. I'm already well aware of that, but she's gonna have a high chance to stun right there, and I'm gonna go into like the character details in just a second, but because here's the thing she's gonna be missing right here: effective against all types, and high chance of launching an additional super attack. When the name of an ally, whose name include Goku, either an ally or an enemy, whose name include Goku. So we're not gonna have that, but unconditionally she always launches 2 additional attacks. They don't have any chance to be a super or anything, which sounds like it might be worthless, but each additional has a chance of proccing him potential. And I have her built with level 19 additional, so at the very least she's probably going to be doing 2 super attacks, which, I mean, not too bad. It's almost guaranteed at that point, because we have basically 3 procs for this additional that I gave her him potential. And then they actually have this down here as well. Launches additional super attack every time the character attacks 5 times or more in battle, so that's not going to be possible the first turn, but the second turn, the second turn, that's very well possible to activate, and it's a guaranteed additional super. So, and then next up we have this free-to-play character right here. I remember actually really liking them when their EZA first came out. So the super attack effect, they just stack attack for 9 turns. Here's the main thing about them though: they have a great chance of launching up to 2 additional attacks, each of which have a great chance to become a super. And I have them built mostly additional, so they're gonna help out there. And of course, all these characters, I haven't even really been saying it, but they all have unarmed super attacks here. So yeah, and then this final character right here, this Android 17, he lowers attack on super attack. Here's the thing with him, a bit more down. I know he has conditions wanting an Android 18, or you know, the hashtag 18, which is kind of funny. Launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super when the target enemy is stunned. So this is what I was referring to earlier. The base form of Android 21 does have a high chance to stun, although she loses that chance to stun when you transform her. She starts to heal. But we also have this physical Chi-Chi right here that also has a high chance to stun, so could be fine. We'll just see how it goes, but yeah, we're going to be running a friend VIDEL as well. So there we go. Gonna actually complete the mission this time around. Before we hop in, we already looked at the information tab. That's always important with this specific event because all of these stages have very unique gimmicks. For the most part, they're pretty fun, but Stage 6 against Android 18, that was very annoying. Anyway, stage details right here. So Phase 1, VIDEL here has no skills, like she's not like immune to anything or whatever. No territory, my goodness. This game's brain rot is nuts. Can't even speak English. Super attack, the eagle kick, is an unarmed super attack. And then phase 2 against, that's whenever Great Saiyaman comes in. Suppose whenever you fail to fill the gauge. In my first run, whenever I did it with this team, I never failed to fill the gauge, so I just ended up finishing in the first phase. But I am interested to see how much damage Great Saiyaman here does. He is also not immune to anything. You can do whatever. Although Videl, she's immune to being stunned and sealed in the second phase, as well as she does get a stats buff when Great Saiyaman is present. So anyway, that's enough of that. Let's just hop in. Let me double check. I'm gonna actually complete the mission this time. 1 Peppy Gal, 2 Peppy Gal, 3 Peppy Gal, 4 Peppy Gal. There. And then the other 2 are Defenders of Justice. Alright, let's go. Alright, turn the auto off. We don't want that. Yeah, all that stuff is on. Alright, so we got each Videl on other rotations. And by the way, I didn't talk about it earlier, but with S tier Videl, she does have a unit super attack. Activated when there's an ally whose name includes Gohan Teen, Ultimate Gohan, or Great Saiyaman on the team. So yeah, it's just a condition like on the team. They don't have to be on the turn. It is also an unarmed super attack, so it's really not affecting anything other than just boosting her attack. So that's good, because on her normal super attack she stacks attack just by 30%, but on her unit super attack it's a greatly stacked attack, so 50%. I think now the defense raise is still the same, although she starts lowering defense, but most of the time that isn't very relevant. Okay, so in terms of rotations, if I want to keep, oh gosh, the unit super attack prop is so annoying. What should I keep on rotation? What's her transformation condition? His turn from start of battle. Let's keep her on rotation, because in turn 1, 3, then 5. Alright, so let's get this. None of these characters are picky about orbs, so we'll just give them whatever. Yeah, using that team I did a second ago, this this first phase didn't seem so bad in terms of like her stats and all that. So I know the Peppy Gal isn't as strong as that pure Hybrid Saiyan build I went for, but I don't imagine that these characters are like just worthless here. I say that as Videl just takes a tiny bit of damage from the normal there. Well, alright, definitely gonna want to get the stun off. Okay, good. So, Android 21 does indeed get it. She could do hidden potential right here. She does, okay, cool. And then she has that other additional chance in her passive. So I haven't actually been counting like exactly how many attacks we need to do to fill up the gauge. I'm gonna do that next turn. It kind of seemed like a static amount, like it doesn't seem like it increases every turn or anything like that. There we go, stunned. That was physical Chi-Chi. Might only be doing like 2 super attacks, because these are just guaranteed to be normals right here. So she does at least lower attack, which is cool. We miss hidden potential somehow, which is weird. That's the whole reason why I brought her. Whatever. Okay, so okay, yeah, she's stunned. Yeah, the super attack is a 2-turn stun, so we don't have to worry about that. Honestly, I'm not super worried about Android 17. We're just gonna keep floating him. See this? Android 17 actually does want orbs, but like I don't know, I'm not really expecting him to do much for us. He's at least gonna have that additional super chance since the enemy is stunned, so that's good. Videl's hitting kind of low, huh? Not even 7 million there. Wonder why that is. Usually hits a lot higher than that. I don't know, maybe just not running a 200% leader skill, but even on her own leader skill, I swear I've seen her hit harder than that. Okay, hit potential for S-Tier Videl. It's not going too great, but yeah, we need those attacks to be supers right here. Alright, good. Okay, good, we got it filled up. I actually did not count, but that seemed like it was 4 supers, right? I believe so. Alright, Android 17 coming in. We don't even need these attacks right here to do anything. He's sealed, which is cool. We got the additional super. What is my build with him? Full additional. I didn't even give him any skill orbs. I didn't really care. So, basically, I think my idea is just to have like a stunner on each turn. So, Android 21 on one rotation, and then physical Chi-Chi on the other. Alright, we'll do this right here. Yep. Oh, we got locked out of 3 rainbow key spheres. Oh well. I mean, I could reset the app and get it, but whatever. I'm not gonna cheat. Not right now. So there we go. She took an attack there, so she's got another additional super opportunity right there. Could potentially quadruple super. There's 2. Now 3. Okay. Seems like the bar actually wants 4, huh? Or no, not 4, I need 5. Either 5 or 6. Yeah, it seems like they want 5. So Videl did 3, and then this is Android 21's 5th, or not her 5th. You know what I'm trying to say. 5th in the turn total. So I mean, filling up the bar is really not too tough as long as you just keep that in mind. I think what just made the Android 18 fight so annoying was just the fact that, like, basically the whole idea of it is just to blow the fight away as fast as you can, but that's not really too easy with the Peppy Gals category. Their specialty is definitely not damage. Speaking of damage, we can do this active skill that increases Videl's attack, but lowers her defense. But this type of thing, like, this phase doesn't seem all too threatening. Might as well pop it.
ショートヘアの方がごはんくんの好み？いや、好みとかじゃなくて、試合するんだったら短い方が有利だと思ってさ。うるさいわね、ほっといてよ。そんなこと私の勝手でしょ。
I really just do it just for the sake of getting the animation in the video. It's fun. Alright, unit super attack prompts. So, it's so fun. Not really. Get that. So, I mean, they're probably like just a little bit better like this. No, actually worse, surprisingly. Saying that is Videl, but that's okay. I do want to stun on each turn anyway. So now this is Chi-Chi's second turn, at least for her. She has done 3 attacks so far. Just so thankful for this, like, attack count and all that. She's definitely going to reach her 5th attack and then do the guaranteed additional super. And that's definitely got to get him potential off, right? So, 3 super attacks, here we come. Okay. 10 million, there we go, so the stacking attack is getting up there. Nice little crit. I think how much crit do I even have on her? I don't even know. That definitely wasn't passive skill crit. Alright. So these are the two guaranteed normals, and then here comes the guaranteed super, or that might have been hit potential that failed actually. Hit potential is probably before this, which is, no, just the order of attacks is so weird. I would like to think that hit potential should be the very last thing that happens, but I don't know. Whatever. Okay, they're getting a whole bunch of super attacks, which is good. Their attack stats are quite low, but that's okay. Yeah, let's just skip this one. We've already seen this. I'm not really too worried about defense against this phase. And now let's play Android 21's, or actually, I think we should not transform Android 21. We have Android 17 on the rotation here, and I'd rather just stun and then try to get that additional super chance with them, and also the fact that, like, I imagine the stats are going to be quite low. Yeah, especially with this spread of orbs. Yeah, let's just wait at least one more turn. Transform 21. So 17's gonna get 4 orbs right there. Not a whole lot, but alright, Videl, please dodge this. Of course you don't, and I'm dead. Yep. Having great luck lately. It's definitely fun. The stage isn't that hard, it's just if you get terrible luck, there's nothing you can really do about it. Alright, let's just hop back in. There's nothing else we can really do about that. Okay, we have the rotations at least set up in a good way. Videl and a stunner on each rotation. It's good. Okay. Yep, unit super attacks, so fun. Hopefully if like a super attack comes in, we should dodge it this time around, right? Yeah, I mean, it did like 800k or so to, oh my gosh. Alright, Videl just took 300k from a normal. That's awesome. But at least she's got additional super chance. Whatever, man. Alright, so at least she's basically going like full offense here. There's her third super. She could have gotten another one, but of course in potential. Alright, and she takes the super, dies. Awesome. Having such bad luck. This is not hard. They're just having like the worst luck ever. Unbelievable. Alright, whatever. Come on. Actually, like, work with me here. Yep. Do that. Yeah, from Videl taking that super after she attacks, she can handle it. I mean, just barely on this HP. She took like 400 there. 400k. So, she can live a super after she attacks, but it's just... ugh. Yeah, just comparing it to the previous fight against Android 18, we just kind of get to the point, with her lowering her defense so much, like by 70%, if you take too long, like it's just getting to absurd levels, like nearly like 2 million damage or something. So as long as you keep this fight within the first phase, just do all these unarmed super attacks, everything should work out. And also just, you know, actually get your 70% dodges instead of characters failing and getting killed instantly. But I'm having such a fun time with that lately. Heck UI and Sierra Videl just... oops, let me just not dodge for you, even though you kind of need it. I do definitely like the fact that the physical Chi-Chi attack lowers. Alright, that was hidden potential right here. That's good. So in terms of this rotation, what do I want to do? Probably this, honestly. Just gonna float off Brienne. Get these SCR orbs with Videl, and get that one in orb with them. We need to get 3 rainbow key spheres, and We easily get that with this right here. Yeah, 4 right there. Videl's stunned. We just kind of need to keep bouncing back and forth with the stun and all that, if we can. Okay. There we go. Yeah, her health is... She got a good bit of health, but it doesn't feel so bad with like your attack being lowered and all that stuff. That super attack animation is pretty funny, even if it's not like super high quality like most are nowadays. It's funny. Alright, they got a good bit there. I didn't actually count how many it had, but alright, Ribrianne here, gonna get us at least 2, but the bar's already well filled up. Yeah, potential, yep. Okay, so yeah, similar situation here. Gonna need Android 21 to stun, so then Android 17 would be okay. Orbs. I want to make the orbs fall in a way to where I can at least get like a good bit, like maybe around like 6 or 7. I'm trying to see what happens if I get these tech orbs right here. If I can get like a group of SCR orbs. I'll go with these physical orbs. 6 right there, I think they'll be fine enough. Okay. Dell's hitting 9.9 million. How many super attacks does she do? Hopefully like 3, because she didn't get hit, so can't do a 4th one. And you get that damage in. Yeah, it is kind of funny just how much mileage you're meant to get out of SCR Videl there in this event. I've used her almost every stage except the previous one. Alright, good. Got the stun. Also an action break, which is a little excessive. Stun and action break. Oh my god, she's getting that stun off a lot. If only stuns stack, that would be stupid. Just stun them for like 8 turns in a row. I mean, you can do a strategy like what I want to try to do here. We've already seen this animation, let's just skip it. Yep. Basically, like, the strategy I want to do is just, since super attack stuns last 2 turns, just keep going back and forth with Chi-Chi and Android 21. So, Chi-Chi's done 4 attacks now. Her 5th is going to be activated here, so hopefully we get 3 super attacks here. If not, then minimum 2. Okay. Yeah, I'm just thinking about the costume mechanic thing they did here with Videl, Evolution Blue Vegeta, and the LR Ent Goku and Piccolo. They just very quickly realized it's like, wait, this isn't very good. Because with it being like a costume change thing, you can't like link the characters next to each other, like with the costume and without it. Like, it's purely just a cosmetic change. It's funny how quickly they realized that just within the year of 2021, later that year, because they had a character, Worldwide 2021, the Namek stuff. In a Part 2 LR, it was the Gohan and Krillin. That character very well could have had a costume change, because like their card art looks like the exact same pose. They're I'm trying to remember, does their super attacks look exactly the same? I've actually like rarely ever used them in that form. Oh, we get a giant form here. Actually is not... Wait, Ribrianne does not have a... Okay, she does have a unarmed super attack. Does she have additionals? No. Might be kind of boned. this giant form actually kind of screwed us, because I doubt we're gonna be able to fill up the gauge. Uh-oh. That's... Unless, like, hit potential goes crazy. I mean, what do I have in her? 24. We'll see, I guess. Let's go with that. But yeah, I want to finish my point just so I don't forget about it. But, the Gohan and Krillin unit, they have a passive skill transformation, where, like, they change into the armor. It's like, that very well could have been like a costume change, but no, it's a transformation. You could link, well, you could technically link, like, the base form with the armored version. Okay, so yeah, that screwed us. Now we're moving on to the second phase. It's not like the health carries over or anything like that. I guess we could see what we can do here. I'm just gonna keep this Videl not transformed. Why did the unit super attack kick in like that? Let's go for Great Saiyaman. Let's just see what's going on here. Honestly, if he just killed us instantly, I don't even mind. Like, I don't want to be in this phase. We just have to restart all our progress, because the giant form has a rare chance of turning the giant form up to 2 times, and unfortunately that actually screwed us. But at least we got 3 rainbow keys for us right there. Alright, so she dodges. Good. Dodge all that. We'll see just how bad this phase is. I haven't actually played against this yet. They have a good bit of health. Bell's taking some hits, but she's mostly okay here. I mean, yeah, in slot 1 or 2, she doesn't, what is it? She doesn't dodge after she attacks in slot 1 and 2. Alright, good, we stun Great Saiyaman. I'm definitely scared of what he's capable of. Okay, yep, we don't need to go that excessive with the stunning. At least she's, like, critting, so that's good. I think after, like, what, a certain amount of attacks, she starts to have, like, a great chance to crit or something. Oh, nice. 50% dodge right there. Who would have died? Looking for that. The Great Saiyaman kind of seems like he's gonna be here for a while. Okay, triple super for Brienne, that's cool. I'm barely doing much damage to him though. I kind of think we should just keep going with the same strategy. I mean, it would be defensively, like, it would maybe be best to put Chi-Chi in slot 3, but we might be missing out on, like, the stun and all that. So, just keep going all in on Great Saiyaman here. How many orbs can we get here? 6 again. Let's just get the tech orbs. Alright. Well, yeah, I was not considering that Ribrian would actually screw us over by activating the giant form, and then, because she doesn't have any additionals in her giant form, so we failed to fill the bar. And Videl's doing out there to us. We have all these attacks, blah blah blah. Hard to tell if that's the hidden potential. It probably is hidden potential, then this one's gonna be, or, I don't know. The amount of times you attack is just confusing. Alright, if 17 gets killed here, honestly, I don't even mind. I just wanna get this fight over with, come on. Yep, get us out of here. Alright, good. Yeah, second phase seems to be strong, at least for this setup. Heck, that makes me wonder if I should just replace Ribrianne, because I don't want to get a small chance of possibly getting screwed over. Peppy Gal's unarmed super. I do not want to use STR Kefla because, yes, her base form does have the unarmed super, but the transform states in SS1 and SS2. They're other types, so that's not going to be good for us. I was contemplating running like the LR AGL Kalen Khalifa. Let's see. Additional type has a high chance to become a super. Oh yeah, they're HP dependent. Yeah, I don't know about them. What about this 17 right here? She doesn't seem to have like an additional or anything. Is Ribrianne really like excessive? Like I don't think we even really needed her. A lot of the time like the bar was filled up before she even did anything. I just really don't feel like getting screwed over again. I want to do this so then both the 17 and the 18 can like satisfy some of the conditions for each other. They're not gonna have like the same turn thing, but yeah, they have that one thing where, you know, 17 on the team, 18 on the team, they'll at least have that. Yeah, let's just do it. I really don't feel like getting screwed over by Ribrianne again. That was poopy. Alright. This should have just been a one and done try, but whatever. Again, like this is not hard. Especially gauging from that first run I did. Yeah, let's do that. What does the 18 do on our super attack effect? Lowers attack. High chance of stunning the attacked enemies for 2 turns. That is a passive skill stun, so... Or, actually they do specify here, stun the attacked enemy for 2 turns. So, most of the time, passive skill stuns, they only last for 1 turn unless specified otherwise, which in this case it is. So, that's cool. Alright, get that. Yep. Get all these AGL orbs with 17, or not 17, that's 18. Whatever. Although, yep, she got hits. I actually dodged this. Of course, okay. What is... Oh my god! Please! This luck is terrible! Okay, go back in, yes. Please! Let's get this over with. This is getting dragged on for way too long. Yes, unit super attack, unit super attack, unit super attack. It's so fun! Yes, I get it. Okay, yes, 5 orbs, let's stun them. I'm out of here. We don't have a chance of getting screwed over. Good dodge. Oh my god. I just think of all these times, like, dodge is just failing on me, and just like, well, at the very least I can trust UI. I mean, he did actually, for once, fail me recently, but that's one fail out of like a million W's he's given me. I think I can forgive him. That specific moment I'm talking about, he got me killed when I was trying to do, what was it? I was trying to do the Kid Buu, like the Red Zone Kid Buu burst mode. I was trying to do like all of those high conditions with Universe Survival Saga. UI actually failed to dodge. It took like 1.4 million damage on a normal. But that was like, I think that was the only time like he's ever got me killed. I've never seen it any other time. I've seen him like fail a dodge over here and then, but like most of the time it doesn't even matter. Like he'll just end up taking double digits or like maybe a little bit of damage, but not like killing blow type of stuff. Okay, so yes, 17. But not 17. I keep getting confused. So many numbers. 21 stunned. So kind of want to keep 18 there on rotation because she does have that chance to stun. And if she does, then, you know, she'll just keep being stunned. Like that. Stun, stun, stun. Just, that's what we're trying to do. Let's go for those 9 orbs, that's good. So, I did want to mention this. There is one thing about, like, passive skill stun, is that, with the super attack stun, if you miss it the first time and you get, like, an additional shot of it, like, you have another opportunity to get the stun chance off. As we know with, like, some characters, like, Android 21. But if it's passive skill like this is, even if you do additional super, there was only that one proc, which she failed, of course. And evidence I have for this is Dokkan Fest STR Super Vegeta. He has a guaranteed stun for 1 turn in his passive skill, and if you fail it and he does a guaranteed additional super, he does not even have a chance of, like, stunning again. I've had that happen in a Super Battle Road stage where, like, he finishes off an enemy, he stuns them, he does additional super, moves on to the next enemy, and he doesn't stun them. So, there's that. So, I mean, Videl's attack is lower, but I still don't have a gauge of, like, how much she's really doing. Let's just do all this. Alright, good dodge. Doesn't dodging just give her, like, guaranteed crit for the rest of the turn? I think so, right? Yeah, it seems like it. Okay. Cool, cool. HEROINE seemed pretty good. I mean, she is good for other stuff, it's just this specific moment she screwed us over. She seemed good, like, with all the rainbow orb changing, and, like, she did that triple super once for us, but then she's like, oh, I'm gonna transform and prevent you from blowing up the bar. Okay. Yep, stun, but then action break. Kind of weird to me that, like, the only type of enemies in this game that is, wow, so many supers from Android 21. The only enemies in this game that are immune to action breaks, they're easy A, like easy A fights, like the Extreme Z battles. It's the only fight, like the only type of fight in this game that's actually immune to that. A little weird. I wonder why even did that in the first place. Alright, yep. Just come on, do all that. Yep, yep, yep. Now we're just gonna keep No, let's float 18. Yep, so that's good. 3 orbs, whatever. I mean, it's not like these free-to-play characters are doing a whole lot of damage anyway. Okay, yeah, she's not gonna be critting because she didn't dodge first. That must have been him potential crits. Now this, seal, lower attack, additional super, that's good. Now we just, I think it's just this one more, right? Yep, okay, good. And she did actually get the stun, awesome. I'm kind of at a point now where I just don't want her to get unstunned or like get out of stun, because if she does, we're just gonna end up failing a 70% dodge again and then die and have to restart everything. I'm getting tired of that. So I'm not gonna transform 21, at least not yet. Maybe whenever the fight gets closer to ending. Like if it's like very well gonna be the last turn of the fight or something. At least get it in there. It would have been good if that was a super, but whatever. I don't have any doubts that 21's not gonna be able to stun here. And she gets it first try. Alright, good. So I'm having a tough time with this fight, of course, but this one should be easy as long as you build the team right. It's just, don't get bad luck. Don't have 70% dodges hate you for some reason all of a sudden. Gosh, why is this free-to-play character hitting so low? I swear I've seen them at much higher numbers before. I don't know. Alright. Now we're just gonna go for this. Yep. Yep. Stunned. Hopefully Chi-Chi can get it off too. Getting her health down. Almost at 3 health bars left. I think I mentioned this in a previous video, but what I find so helpful about the health bars in a boss fight like this, they'll typically be at 10 bars in specific, and with it being like that, each bar represents 10% of HP, so that can be really good getting a gauge of how much health a boss has. There are some boss fights that like have lower health bars than that, but a lot of the time those are like really easy boss fights that don't really matter. But I mean, at least when it comes to like fights that do matter or are really tough, they tend to get in like the max amount of health, like health bars. Part of me kind of wants to transform 21. I don't want to regret it though. I'll wait one more turn. If we get back here, I'll do it. I just don't feel like risking it. I'm ready to get this over with. 14 million now, okay. She's had some stacky stacks. Yep. Oh, fine. Alright, 2 health bars left. So, Amy's basically at like around 20%, and now like 15. Okay, I don't think we're getting back to this rotation. Whatever, I want to secure the win. I did not feel like risking it. Not whatsoever. Don't blame me. With how unlucky I was getting earlier, do not blame me. Gosh, like, these attack stats are so low, like, what am I missing? What's going on here? She's not, like, lowering her attack or anything. We are on a 180% leader skill. The friend is easy 8, right? Yeah, wait, yeah. Mine and the friend is easy 8. Alright, this is where the fight ends. Thank goodness. Again, I've said this a couple times now, this fight is actually not that bad. I will say it's not as bad as the Android 18 fight, not nearly as much, but it just comes down to how terrible of luck I was having. Like, unprecedented. There we go, KO. Get out of here. Thank you. This is gonna be like an over like 50-minute video, which it shouldn't have been, but is what it is. So there we go, got that done, as well as the Peppy Gals mission, which I forgot about initially. So let's go ahead and accept those 3 stones. Save for anniversary. So stage 8, stage 9, and then stage 9 with Master Roshi. So, let's just take a sneak peek. Who is the opponent we're facing in stage 8? Actually, no, we're not gonna look at the gimmicks yet. We're gonna save that for next video. We're fighting against Mai. I think I've heard some things about Mai. I don't know anything in detail, but I've heard she's got quite the gimmick. I don't know exactly to what extent it is, but we'll figure that out tomorrow. So, hope you all enjoyed today's video. That's right. I'm going to remember. check the stats. Yeah, because I've been curious. What does the Great Saiyan Man do? So let's look over here. Level 7 versus Videl. Alright, so phase 1, 150 million HP. Slightly lower than 18. Their damage reduction is slightly higher than 18. 520k attack stats. That's not too bad. Wait, they raise attack by 10% for one turn? It's a little weird. Why 10%? Why wouldn't it be like the standard like 30? Odd. And then the super here is 1.3 million. So the fact that like she's not like lowering your attack or defense or anything, that's definitely manageable. Cooldown of 5. So yeah, it doesn't. The first phase does not seem all too bad. Second phase, actually, Great Saiyan Man, like, yeah, he is hitting harder in the first phase, but I was expecting him to like just be like nuking you away. The stats are just like ever so slightly increased, and the fact that you have to like reset basically from like all the damage you do to this, and then have to worry about like over twice the amount, like, yeah. If you ever get to the second phase, just back out. Unless you just really want to. Unless you just really want to, I don't know, prove it to yourself you can beat the second phase, and, you know, don't let anybody stop you if you really want to achieve that. But if you just want to get this done quick and easy, just keep doing what I did. Just build it full of unarmed super attack characters and just finish off the first phase. So, let's pull out the calculator here. Let's figure out what Videl's really doing here on super. So she gets this 20% attack and defense start of turn, and then this is on super, so I'm gonna count them as separate procs. So super is 1.3 million basically, plus 20%, yep, and then plus 10%, 1.8 million. Yeah, this really isn't too bad. Like if you're using like an actual setup that's not Peppy Gals, this seems not too bad. But you know, we're forced to use Peppy Gals for all these missions, which I'm going to have to remember to build my team in Peppy Gals for the next video. So anyway, we looked at the stats. Like I said, I was expecting Great Saiyan to just be doing like 90 million damage on super or something like that. That would have been funny. Just, but whatever, that's fine. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Be seeing y'all next time. Y'all check the Baba Shop.